Truth be told, I just be spitting out gold. Just undoubtedly comes out of me, I get in my mode. It's all cold, you can scroll through every vid that I post. All the shit that I wrote, it gets addictive, I know. I'm not new to this, been doing this since 10 years ago. No, the world's never seen nothing like it before. I can rap about anything, and my pen is the go. I've had people try to sneak in just to get to my shows. The minute I go, get in my mode, it's like I black out, no vitiligo. I minimize foes, depend on my flows. You need to cut the fat out like you get a lipo suction. By the way, your music sucks and mine, you can't touch it. I'm pulling all the strings just like a damn puppet. Which rapper want beef? I never ran from it. Post until I become the greatest. Follow me, this the road of the most underrated. It's theme.
And we are off and running, back in the building, live from the green room. Shout out to everybody that has been subscribing and watching and telling their friends to check it out. And we appreciate you all. Shout out to our sponsor, Captain Kirk's Jamaican Rum Punch. We in the building. Joe Feezy, how are you, my friend?
Man, reeling from Kansas City. I'm cool. I'm good, man. Thank you to all the subscribers. We are at 15,210. So once again, thanks for the day one follows and the new follows. Man.
You said reeling. What, you went hard in Kansas City?
That one night we did.
Okay, all right, yeah.
That's all it takes.
A damn dude got me drunk that night. I walked in the spot. I'm like, I walk in. I'm in the mosh pit with everybody else. They're like, you want to go sit in VIP? No, I'll hang out right here with everybody else. So the dude walk up, yo, man, I love how you just came in here like a regular cat, man. That's what's up, bro. I'm going to the bar to get the ladies' drinks. Right. People from the show, yo, what y'all need? What you need? Yo, my man, what you need? Homie's like, I got your drink, bro. I got you. All right, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you, bro. All right, thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. I give everybody their drinks. He go get another round. I'm like, all right, fam, appreciate you, man. Love, that's love. Nah, cause you just came in here so regular, man. I really appreciate it. 4 drinks and I'm like, yo, why this dude got me messed up in here? Like,
yeah, man, he was pasted out.
Man,
you was gone.
Man, but it's good to be back in the building, y'all. John Grimes is off camera this time because Trey's running a little late. And I want to make sure we introduce our guest and give him the proper introduction that he deserves. This cat right here, I met like my first week in LA. When I first came out here. Been tearing stages up ever since. Been working, grinding. He has a one-man show. One-man show?
Yeah, one-man show.
Called All I Needed Was a Hug. Executive produced by Tiffany Haddish. It is back by popular demand at the Mark Theater, September 12th, 13th, 14th, 19th, 20, 21, and 26, 27, and 28. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Green Room. Scruncho. Or as I call him, Anthony.
He said, you know the government.
We both Anthony.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, yo, it sounds so interesting, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
It sounds like your one-man show is a story of your life.
Right.
And it's under the umbrella of all of the things that you went through, experienced, and at the end of the day, all you really needed was a hug.
Yeah, it's really a love story.
Okay.
Right? It's a love story by siblings, by me and my little sister. And it was kind of ironic how, everybody, all the time, you complain about your mom and dad. Because, we come from an era where, love to my parents was, you got a roof over your head, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You got food on your table.
Mm-hmm.
You got clothes on your back.
Yeah.
And that was their love, which really was love.
Right.
But the real flex on love is not the necessities, but it's the accessories.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So if you buy your wife or your girl a dress, yeah, that's love because you express the fact that you love her. But the flex is when you get her the purse and you get the accessories and you get her the earrings. The effort it flexes, that feels more like love because it's a different level of action. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So with me, we always, our mom and dad was unaffectionate. So my dad never said I love you, mom never hugged, that type of shit. So, and it turns out I got a little sister, and I come from that light skinned, dark skinned era. Dad light skinned, all my sisters light skinned, and my brother looked like he got an album coming out. I'm a little ugly cuz, you know what I'm saying? And I come from an era where, just being, you know,
You was the outsider.
I was called black and ugly so long to where it didn't even bother me. I just kind of accepted it. You know what I mean? It came with compliments. You know, oh, you's a cute little old black ugly boy. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you. You know what I mean? So my sister was opposite. She was little. She was younger than me. You know, I was like, she was light skinned. I'm dark. She had pretty eyes. Mine bloodshot brown. You know, her skin is beautiful. Mine rather ashy. You know, everything was opposite. So in my spirit, it was my responsibility to protect her. Everything I did was make sure she was good, and she was naive, and she was beautiful, and she just thought she could save the world. So I was kind of like, nigga, I don't even know what love is. So I know all that stuff you doing, don't, you know, I got to look out for her. Because I looked at her as not weak, but not strong enough to prep her for the world. Then the moral of the story is the whole time, I'm ignoring her hugs, being tough, and then the devil slip around me, blow her brains out, and then it turns out that the whole time I'm looking for a hug, I'm ignoring them. You know what I'm saying? I'm ignoring her hugs, and I'm thinking I'm her protector, and in reality, she was mine. So it's a beautiful story that I had to write because when she got killed, it sent me into a deep depression. So I moved to Vegas. I got a big ass house. I couldn't even unpack the truck. I just left the truck in the front, and next thing you know, the truck got towed. I just stayed in the house, and I just never been that depressed. So in the dark, I just started writing and crying and writing and crying. I never understood nothing, and that's how I healed myself. So when I came out the closet, I just wrote this one man story, and yeah, that's where it's at. So,
okay, wait, just so for people that are watching,
right?
Just for concepts, you said you came out the closet. You don't mean it like
not that kind of closet.
Because people watching, people like, wait, SCRUNCHO just casually say he came out the closet.
You gotta be careful down there.
You came back out into the world.
Yeah, I came back into the world.
Came out of the house.
Because that closet ain't nothing to fuck with right now.
I had to give you a chance to fix that. Nothing wrong with being in the closet, but I just knew he wasn't referring to that.
And you gotta be so careful. You know what I mean? I tell niggas all the time. Look at me. I stay ashy. I don't trust no nigga that's want to be moist in 2025. The fuck, nigga?
I got mechanic hands every day.
Nigga want to be moist in 2025.
I don't trust the nigga that want to be moist.
Yeah, I need your hands to be rough and
moist,
cold and clammy.
It's almost disrespectful to put lotion on. What type of nigga just rub on his face? Fuck, nigga. I mean, you know what I mean? So I feel
so you gotta have somebody put lotion on you. You gotta have a chick put lotion on you.
Ashy, nigga, because I feel like you should earn your sweat, nigga. Work. If you work hard all day, you'll get enough moisture where you can get through the rain. Nigga,
your hands ain't sweaty. Ain't working.
And I be real leery because my brand always been based around being a man's man, and right now being a man's man is coming back a little bit, but that shit is damn near taboo. You start talking about anything, oh, she just too aggressive, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So, and I don't knock nobody. I feel like even in the gay community, I support the niggas with the wigs on, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, nigga, that's your choice. Give a fuck if you want to wear a wig or not, you know what I'm saying? But I don't get into all that, because when I go to the stage, I start asking myself, nigga, are you a preacher? No. Are you an activist? No. Are you a comedian? Yeah, well, go out there and be funny, nigga. Yeah, and that's kind of what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into the politics and all that kind of stuff because you started shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I think you could be all three on stage. I think a real good comedian is all three. Is a preacher, a politician, a poet.
I think you could be it, but you know what I mean? You got to be different. It's a thin line between opinion and judgment.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And you got to be careful because when you start, that's how come I always focus on love and God. I don't focus on religion and people. When you focus on religion and people, now here come evil. Right. Because every religion need people. And then when you get religion and people, now you starting to fight. You know what I'm saying? But we focus on love and God. And then it stopped you from judging people. You know what I mean? Because anybody you judge, you should be praying for. And then when you pray for them, you should pray for yourself, because ain't none of us shit. If you read your Bible, everything under the sun ain't shit. We all fall short. Yeah. So who is you to say this and that and this and that? Yeah, I used to be homophobic as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Now, turn around 30 years later, I'm surrounded by gay motherfuckers. But the bad part is, most of them is my nieces and nephews. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so who's am I supposed to cut them loose? You know what I mean? So, you know, nigga, my niece is a gorgeous little boy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? She's a gorgeous little boy. You know what I mean? So, man, you know what I mean? So, man, I just, as you get older, man, you know, I'm at the top of the hill. So when you get to the top of the hill, you got to decide how you going down that motherfucker. And you know how I'm going down? Like this. Nigga, I ain't need all that little, you know, I'm just trying to have fun and chill. Nigga, I'm corny though. You know what I mean? Because corny niggas learn how to have self-discipline.
Corny niggas rule the world.
Yeah, nigga, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't get high, I don't do drugs. Nigga, I don't cheat on my wife, and I don't kiss on boys. And I don't trust. And I love all my Hollywood homies. And I respect them. But it's certain, where I'm from, trust is greater than love. And I don't trust no nigga that can't play spades in that golf.
Wait, explain the dynamic between those two. Explain what's the message in spades and golf?
Man, first of all, you playing spades, that's a culture thing. Nigga, what have you missed out where you've been so busy in your life where you don't know how to play spades? You
okay,
know what I mean?
Can I stop you right there? Yeah. I don't know how to play spades.
That's not my fault.
Because I was.
You need to learn.
My boys were on the block playing spades, sitting on the stoop. Yo, let's go. And I had my basketball. I'll see y'all later. I had my boxing gloves. I'll see y'all later.
But you gotta learn how to play spades, because that's something you gotta learn when you get into a real urban situation. You're gonna need that spade IQ. You gotta know when a nigga with nigga. You gotta know, because we don't pay attention. Listen, real niggas don't pay attention to what you say. I don't give a fuck about what you say. I pay attention to your behavior.
And you learn this from spades.
Yeah,
tell me how spades. Break down how spades applies to life.
Because when you got a spades hand, you know what I mean, and you got nine, you got a
9 books.
Yeah. Nigga, you say less because your confidence speak louder than your hand. So
I subscribe to this.
Yeah, you just looking at these niggas. You know what I mean? But you already know you the nigga in power.
Right.
So you know the nigga that talk the most probably got the worst hand and don't know what the fuck he doing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you gotta know when a nigga play, if he don't let you lead, you know your partner don't know what the fuck he doing. So you gotta, it's a lot that leads to life that follows spades.
Okay, I can hear the parallels in life, just like you describing the hand.
It's deep.
See, one thing about you is, man, you the hood philosopher.
Yeah.
And the hood aficionado.
Yeah, but you gotta take accountability too. For example, a lot of people don't like to take accountability. That's the devil right now. True. Accountability is nobody on both sides. Listen, a female broke in my house 13 years ago, right? I get to the house, they caught her in the middle of the yard. My safe is in the middle of the yard, and she in the back of the police car. They asked me if I want to press charges. So I'm looking, it's a sister, female. So I said, nah. So I told her, I said, I'm not gonna press charge on, but you little buckethead bitch, don't let me catch you back in my motherfucking house again.
Right.
You know, I seen her 13 years later, right? I'm thinking she gonna, you know what she told me? I remember the time you called me a buckethead bitch.
That's what you focus on?
That's all you focus on. I said, but you broke into my house. But I didn't ask you what I did. Did you call me a buckethead bitch?
That's why you get caught.
I didn't ask you all what I did, you know. But that's the way the world is. Ain't nobody want to take accountability.
True.
You know, so you got to learn how to navigate around that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So even when I'm, so now as me as I done matured in who I became, and then plus you change your mindset. You know, I'm from the hood, right? And when you're from the hood, it's a beautiful thing. That's like mud. That's why they call me a mud baby. I'm an OG mud baby, right? That means I got it out the mud. I'm a real hustler, nigga. You know what that means? I mean, I don't know how to do. I could do anything. I know everything except how to fill out a job application. Nigga, I ain't never had a job.
Can you help me with that?
You know, I first time I filled out the application, I got offended. I'm like, why does they want to know all this information about me? It's like me was snitching on myself. Fuck, I need to tell my mama main name for $4 an hour. Y'all got me fucked up. Nigga, all this information, nigga, y'all gonna pay me this shit out the pocket.
Why you need my mama name for $4 an hour?
Nigga, that ain't make no sense.
What job was you trying to get when they wanted to know your
Some
mama?
McDonald's, some goofy ass shit. That was my last time looking for a job. I said, nigga, they got me fucked up.
All right, wait. We get sidetracked because I could just let you talk the whole night. But we gonna go back to the beginning. We gonna go back to the beginning. How'd you get comedically? I want to know, like, how'd you get into the game? But also, like you said, you was a street dude, a hood dude. So, what was that like growing up? South Central,
Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Yeah.
What was Long Beach like for young Scruncho coming up?
Man, you know, it was
And how many siblings, by the way?
I got four sisters, 2 brothers.
Okay.
And where are you?
I'm right in the middle.
Okay, middle. Yeah.
So I got one brother, lifer. Got another brother. He did about 17 years. He turned out to be got out, did his thing. Then I got 4 beautiful sisters, and I had 2 baby sisters, and then I'm right there. I'm like right in the middle. Right. Yeah. So it was a beautiful thing though, because you know I had got my name from the time I was 7 or 8. So I started to believe, because I got it from
your name in the streets.
Streets.
Okay.
Baby Scruncho.
Okay.
I got it from an OG Crip from Compton named Big Scruncho, right? And me and him used to play ping pong. So I think I was a child prodigy, because by the time I was 11 years old, I had trophies and everything. I was everything: track, field, basketball, football, gym. I was that guy, you know what I mean? Ping pong, because I live right next to a recreational center, and that was the way. That babysitted us. That's where we grew up.
Right.
And that's where all the gangbangers hanged out at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was a time when Scruncho gave me his name. What I love and respect about him, he's the established OG Compton Crip.
Right.
But when he gave me the name, he seen I had that anger issue just like him.
Right.
But he didn't want me to be like him. He taught me how to navigate around problems, issues, and taught me how to be better than getting in gangs and stuff. You know what I mean? So
you're not affiliated.
No, I'm not. See, a lot of people think that's why I talk about my one-man show.
Okay.
You know, even I entered the gangster lifestyle, I'm not a gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler. And gangbangers, they never could answer one question. You know what I mean? It's one question I always wanted to know that fucked me up. They couldn't answer, right? And I asked them, if Crips kill everything that wear red, Bloods kill everything that wear blue, why you niggas don't harm nothing that's white? I guess that's America, right? Because crime against the white man is only 2%. So less than 2% of crimes against the white man is by the black man. So all these different people, cultures, all the black people talk a lot of shit about the white man, but they don't touch him. That's why gentrification, one of the big reasons, not just why, but I could understand why gentrification exists, because white people realize, damn, it's safer in the hood than it is in Beverly Hills. You know what I mean? So it was just that's why I never gave back. Yeah. So
that's deep.
You know, but it is what it is.
So the Big Scruncho saw, and that's like how we kind of like, we say this a lot when I say it on stage sometimes, like when I'm in different cities, I say, hey, we didn't grow up the same, but we grew up the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, you from Long Beach. Similar similar situations growing up.
Yeah.
The big dude that ran the neighborhood, he sees something in you. He see like some promise in you.
Yeah.
And he tries to keep you away from the life that he is actively
Right.
living.
Uh-huh.
And that's an interesting dynamic because he's like, I'm in this,
Yeah.
but I don't want you in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's exactly what it did, because the first time we playing ping pong, we balling it, and I'm beating him, and then somebody said, man, you let your little brother beat you like that? You like that little nigga ain't my little brother? I said, oh, fuck, nigga, I don't want to be your brother. And I guess that hurt his feelings, so he came back the next day. He had a sweatshirt that said, baby SCRUNCHO. You know what I mean? And I wore it with some, and I started to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 7, 8 years old. I'm the only little nigga at school with a with a shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
So the name sound, I guess everybody thought I was real big, because SCRUNCHO. Because every time they see me, they say, that little nigga. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
The name was
Yeah, the
bigger,
name
it was
is
larger
bigger.
than life.
Yeah, so it helped me. You know, it was a blessing in a long way, though. You know.
What did Big SCRUNCHO, you said he helped you navigate. What was it, some of the lessons he taught?
No, I mean, he's like, even when I got into it when my sister got killed, you know, I was on a warpath, you know what I mean? So I had to go talk to him out of respect to the namesake. So I always know he my voice of reasoning, you know what I mean? So he was always like, listen, you already know, I ain't gonna, you know what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? He said, but before you do whatever you do, you know what I mean? You gotta look at what you accomplished. You did a lot, you know what I'm saying? You accomplished a lot. You know what I mean? So just know whatever you do, the consequences is not going to be worth it in the long run. You know what I mean? He said, you know, you got to be able to take a loss. He said, because if you can't take a loss, you're never going to win. You know what I mean? And he said, sometimes revenge ain't always strength. Sometimes it's weakness, you know? You know what I mean? So he said things like that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, just had people like that. My dad, bro, I always had good, strong men around me that was helped me navigate. You know,
SCRUNCHO still around?
Yeah, he's still around. He got out the game, did pretty good. Got a beautiful family, got some cold low riders, chicken stand. You know what I mean? You know, and he like this itty bitty little dude. We still look just like people to this day. They think we father and son. You know what I mean? Little itty bitty dudes. You know what I'm saying? You know, and they got a big old smile and a personality. He can do a whole gang show. You know what I mean? But his flip side ain't no joke. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Does he ever come to any shows?
And it's funny when he used to give me all kind of advice, I used to be looking, and I be saying, this nigga got some clever asses considering he didn't kill half of Compton by himself. This nigga killed half of Compton by himself, nigga. And you not his own advice.
He got wisdom.
Yeah, he got real wisdom.
So you said it's based on, the one-man show is based on your sister's passing and our condolences. Can you talk about it, or do you not want to talk about it? Or?
No, I mean it was it's like when the moral of the story is when I went to get the revenge, I was gonna kill a nigga. You know what I mean? But the turning point it was because when I went to court, you know what I mean? To see, I went to see where it's at. We just been following niggas. We been do our homework, you know what I'm saying? Because I always been the type of dude where, nigga, you're not gonna see my face now that some alibi ready. You know what I'm saying? So I was always on that mindset, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to go see who I had to go see. But when I got to court, I'm waiting on this. I really want to see that nigga face. And I was bored. I was so motherfucker. I had a gun. I could have killed that nigga with a look. You know what I mean? But as soon as he came out, I'm trying to look around the chains, and then as soon as he came out, I fell out crying because it was a little boy.
Man. Wow.
And and I didn't even see the little boy. I see me. And the only difference between him and me is, in all my acts of ignorance, I didn't have a gun in my hand. So what I thought I was going to court to do, I end up going to court speaking to try to get the judge to give him lenience, because
the
little dude, his mother that was in the audience, he had 3 little sisters. There was no man in the audience, and he was trying to just defend his family. And then I did my homework. My sister's husband did something to him, punked him or whatever, And he came back after he got slapped around by, you know, and he came back, you know, and my sister was coming to the door, and he just panicked and shot through the door and killed my sister. He killed her and knocked her inside her head.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So there was nowhere for me to go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just had to, and it was a moment for me where no matter what you do in life, and you can give all you want, and giving not always a blessing, because some of the evils people give to heal their evil. You know what I'm saying? But the real power of living is forgiving. You got to figure out a way to forgive the people that hurt you to the core. You know what I mean? And then that's a direct play to God. You know what I'm saying? So it get kind of deep, but the play is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And it's fire. You just got to see it.
Does it start off with Young Scruncho or your
Yeah,
whole life?
when I started off, it's fire because it started off with a voiceover, like you think you know Scruncho, you have no idea. Then it kind of runs it down, and then I'm like at the peak of my ignorance. I'm in prison, and now my heart have a conversation with my mind. Then boom, it cut to me in prison, my shirt off, and it's like, wake up. And I had this, you know what I mean, conversation with my mind.
Okay.
And then I'm basically telling my mind, nigga, who the fuck is you to tell me about me? Like, who am I? Who is you? Then my mind, my heart remind me of who I used to be. And then he's like, you don't remember when you did this and you did that? And he said, it's not me who don't know you, it's you who don't know you. That's why you don't know me. And we'll have this conversation. He said, let me show you. Then boom, it cut to the scene of me in the living room as a little boy, taking care of my little baby sister. You know, it's dope, man. It's really fire. Man. Yeah.
You got a residency at the Mark?
Yeah, the Mark Theater.
Yeah.
That's a Beyonce Knowles mother old theater. It's the state of the art. It's really beautiful.
Where's that?
On Lancashire.
North Hollywood.
Oh,
North
got
Hollywood.
it. Oh, okay. What do you think the biggest difference is from the one man show from just like headlining the show? Like,
well, one man show, headline of the show. See, it's really my one man show is a flex because it is show my range. See, because the comedy game, they got away from art because the art takes so many years to master. And what happened is because the art takes so many years to master, talent used to drive the car. But now talent is not needed. Talent is outside hitchhiking because they don't want the art. They want the title. So they could take the title, you know what I mean? And then just do all kind of shit to hold the crowd, fuck with the crowd, mess with the crowd, you know what I'm saying? Do crowd work, you know what I'm saying? Cool, you know, snatch off the mama wig, you know, they do everything except mastering the art of comedy. You know what I mean? So with this right here, it's a flex because I gotta make you laugh, I gotta make you cry, I gotta make you think, I gotta hit philosophy, I gotta hold you niggas for like an hour and 30 minutes. So y'all gotta see something in me. So it's dope because it's 30 years of comedy and it's 40, 50 years of pain, you know what I mean? Of coming out the mud. You know what I mean? When you get out the mud, that's golden. Now that mud is golden because when you change your mindset, it's gonna change your location. And then that golden mud, that mud now gonna become golden. Because Kevin Hart, Lil Rail, or whoever that's elite, they can't get this mud. So that separate me from them. You know what I mean? Yours. So it's a level of substance that you can't get if you didn't get it way back there. It's kind of like comedy. Right. You know, a nigga can't wait to, you know, what's up with you, my guy? You know, they can't wait till he be a Broadway actor and then say I want to be a comedian. It don't work like that. You got to get it out the mud. Right. You can't be a star. You know what I mean? But salute to the cats like T.I. who became famous and a star and a branded and then coming to do comedy. That's a hard route to go. Yeah. That's you know what I mean? I seen T.I. I seen where he started. You know what I mean? And I seen the nigga grow. So that means it can be done, but I think it's harder than doing it the way T.I. doing it.
Absolutely.
Than the way we did it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, salutes to all the people that decide to do comedy because I think it heals. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't for us. You know what I mean? I did a show in at the Improv. I was finna quit. I was like, man, fuck this comedy shit. You know what I mean? Because once I realized it wasn't a talent base, you know what I mean? And once I realized it was like all these rich face niggas getting the motherfucking, like I don't like rich face niggas. Rich face niggas are the worst. You know what I mean? A rich face nigga is the worst nigga on the planet. Because a rich face nigga, they are fake real niggas. They don't like niggas. You know what I mean? Rich face niggas like to impress. You know what I mean? That's why they porch niggas. You know what I mean? That's how come it's not safe. You know what I mean?
That's why they what you say?
They porch niggas. They like fly ass porch niggas. You know what I mean? I remember one time, me and TK had got into it, right? You know,
one time.
Yeah, I mean, we me and TK got into it, right?
Okay.
So we beefing, we doing, you know, but we two real niggas. Let's fight it out. But to the world, it was like, But guess what we did? We fought it out, hugged it out. We cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I say something about Gary Owens. Like, all I said is, I like Gary Owens. I just don't like his privileges. That nigga white skin is his friend. You know what I mean? He get shit that a nigga like Tony Rock or Tony Roberts or we can't get.
Just ain't gonna get.
And I said he not funny. I think the nigga funny, but I don't like his point of view. So niggas don't want to hear the raw truth. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what was the backlash on that? What was? You said you said something like what was that?
So Anthony Anderson called me, right? I love Anthony. Yeah, what up? Yeah. Hey man, you know what I mean? Yeah, see what's going on with you and Gary, man. I don't think that's a good idea. What you mean, cuz? Now I'm triggered. Fuck you mean it's not a good idea? You know, you just came so far, you're building your career, and you're doing good. I said, cuz. So I thought about it. I'm like, you trying to save this cracker, nigga? You trying to save this? Nigga, you ain't never called and said, hello, how you doing? Invited me to the show, happy birthday. I love your set. Nigga, come down. You ain't did nothing, nigga.
Out the gate, just say.
But you called me for this privileged ass, you know what I mean, character. You know what I'm saying? That, and it's nothing personal against Gary. I like him. He cool. He ain't no bad guy. But nigga, your skin and my skin, you know what I mean? You get the privilege is a lot of niggas wish they could get. They been trying to blow you up for 30 years. But if I say the raw truth about you, we only allowed to talk about niggas. We could throw every nigga under the bus right now. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Yeah. We say something about a white. You know what I mean?
That's kind of something like along the lines of what Dave Chappelle said when Cat went on Club Shay Shay. He was like, he's entitled to his opinion, but he was like, yo, he didn't call out anybody other than comics of color.
Yeah, man. And speaking of Cat, man, and I always been a fan.
Y'all still touring, right?
Yeah, I ain't touring no goddamn Cat.
Oh, I thought y'all okay.
No disrespect, like, but I don't tour with Cat because I you know, I ain't got no beef with him.
Right.
But nigga, I like to be comfortable. I like to be fun. You know what I mean? And Cat a boss. You know what I'm saying? And when I, you know, hey, look, I need my peace, homie. You know what I'm saying? So I rock with Reggie Carroll.
Right.
That's
Rest in peace, Reggie Carroll. Yeah.
Now I love that nigga, man. You know what I mean? When that nigga died, I've been crying for 3 days. Because niggas don't know, me and that nigga got the same pedigree. Niggas we blocked our own blessings. We talk about it. Oh, nigga, I hate I did that because we did shit we shouldn't do. We fought, you know what I mean? Like, we shouldn't have did it at a comedy club because that's taboo. That's a sacred place that we all hone our skills. We don't never supposed to take nothing personal in there and disrespect that. And we had to pay for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my biggest regrets as a comedian that I didn't respect the art, and I brought my mind, my mentality over my art, and it blocked my blessings because now I became a liability because I didn't get it. And that hurt us. So never been about they did this to me. No, nigga, I made decisions and there's consequences behind those decisions. And so now everybody never talk about how funny I am. And I'm funnier than 99.9% of these niggas that can't fuck with me on stage on accident. And they know it. But guess what they can do? They can take all my talent and place it right behind my mentality and block every blessing I got. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be so close to God. I have to pray every day because God, when God got something for you, see, man can't stop what God got for you.
Right.
But they damn sure can slow you down. Don't get it twisted, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I have to go the Abraham route. You know what I mean? Because my consequences are severe because of my actions. You know what I mean? And because when you're on the set, nobody care about your talent.
Right.
They care about their peace.
Now, some of the stuff you got into was like some time ago. You think you still being, quote unquote, punished for stuff that happened years ago? No, not necessarily. But it always niggas call and block my blessings. Oh, really?
Tamara Goins, she was my manager before she was any of these niggas' agents.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I know who called and told her not to fuck with me. Then when she got her job, I can't fuck with you, SCRUNCHO. You know what I mean? And then, you know what I mean? Niggas was calling.
Wow.
And when I know the niggas was calling, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I had to turn to God because I can't deal with them demons. Because the thing about it is, man, a fake real nigga, when they got that money and they pretend to be real niggas, but don't like niggas at all, man, them niggas dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of times, they not even scared of my talent.
Yeah.
They don't want me to find out who their boyfriend is. These niggas got side niggas.
So wait, Tamara told you that so-and-so called me and said, don't fuck with you.
Nah, she didn't tell me shit. I just know. Like,
But you said you know who called. So
I know who called.
Did you have a conversation with that person?
No,
or those
because
people?
that ain't the way this works.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's chess, not checkers. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I already know my way of thinking don't work. So I turned to God.
Right.
So I stay loyal to God. When I wake up in the morning and they tell you, when you wake up in the middle of the night to go use the bathroom, nigga, that's God calling you, telling you to come talk to him. When you get up in the middle of the night, you're supposed to go isolate yourself and hear God and talk to him and pray and be a servant to his word. You know what I mean? You ain't got to be a Bible thumper, but be loyal to his word and read it because it's a spiritual world. It's not a physical world. You know what I'm saying? The body didn't get it. It's not the spirit thing. It's not the body that gave the spirit life. It's the spirit that gave the body life. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So God is love, and love is God. You know what I mean? You only gonna have problems with God, and you only gonna have problems with love when you start putting a religion to it. When you attaching a religion to it, now it's 4,200 different religions worldwide, and they all agree on one thing. You know what I mean? That there's one God, and they have two problems with the world. Everybody want to fight over the ownership and the control over the world. You know what I mean? What you should do and what you should do. And they only fight on that because you start including religion. Mm-hmm. Then you start gangbanging your religion. Yeah. And then you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
Because now you judging what this person doing when we all ain't shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you get to the point where you have to just focus on love.
Yeah.
So when because leave titles alone. Titles fuck niggas up.
I always say I'm not a religion. Like me and the Most High are like this. Because religion causes separation. Because everybody's gonna be if you are whatever. If you this and somebody else is this, you are vehemently against what they believe.
And here's the thing. Like I'm a Christian. You know, I love my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I believe Jesus died for our sins, and that's what I believe. But I also believe I'm gonna let my walk be my conversation. You know what I mean? Because if you want to know what I am, God, I ain't finna, hey, God, I'm not finna bang that because I'm not a preacher. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm not a preacher. So, you know, my walk is my conversation. You know what I mean? And if people get the best way to teach my kids, I got daughters that's, you know, older daughters. And the crazy thing about it, I was called black and ugly my entire life, right? I was called black and ugly my entire life. And the cold thing about it, when I look around, all my kids are super good looking. Go look at them on the internet. I swear to God, my sons look like they got albums coming out. My daughter's all fucking gorgeous. And I'm like, God dang.
How many kids you got?
I got 4 girls. I got 4 girls and 2 sons.
Nice.
Super good looking. I mean, handsome. All of, you know, just super good looking. And all of it's doing really good, right? So my older 2 daughters got their Teslas and their condos and their good jobs and beautiful and traveling. And I'm like, damn, my little daughter's doing it. But they ain't got no husband. You know why? Because the type of nigga I was and the lifestyle I lived, guess what I taught them how to do? They professional. All women are this. They all professional dick dodgers. They know how to dodge a lousy dick a mile away. You know what I mean? But my younger daughters, right, they gonna find a husband. You know why? Because they see a good husband in me. I treat my wife according to, I got daughters. Every nigga out here living for themselves, you ain't even thinking about your seeds. Right. They only doing what they not gonna do what you say. They watching your behavior. Right, you see what I'm saying?
Did your older daughters not see a good father in you?
Yeah, they see the good father in me, but they didn't see a good husband in me.
Oh.
They don't know how to see a good husband. They don't even know what a good husband look like. You know what I mean? Because they didn't have no experience. But they know exactly what a lousy nigga look like because I taught them. You know what I mean? So you have to stop living for yourself. If you're 50 years old and you're not married, you one of 2 things. You either a trick or a spiritual advisor.
Which one are you?
Nigga, do something with yourself, man.
Spiritual advisor.
Man, you running. Listen, man. I got into one nigga and I was telling the nigga. Man, listen, man. Like, I always tell niggas, man, I'm like, you know, women are the most beautiful things on the planet, right? Black women get the shorter end of the stick. But black women are the dopest. They ride with you. They loyal. They the dopest females on the planet, but you know what niggas do to them? If you know the answer is nope, stop giving them hope. That's like feeding them dope and taking it away. Then when they lash out, oh, this old ignorant bitch just broke my gun. A bitch is stupid. You know what I'm saying? Man, you ain't gonna believe this silly bitch did. You know what I mean? Catch a bitch with a dick in her mouth. This trap ass bitch. But you never say to yourself, you know, I have had 14 bitches in the last month. Got my dick sucked 9 times. But you never think of that. You know what I'm saying? You know?
I tell niggas that all the time, nigga. What you do, man? Like I say on stage, man. I give women certain passes because based off of what I know I've done as a man. You know, I mean, I feel like we hold women to such high standards without holding ourselves to that to that standard.
And here's the thing.
That's interesting.
The more you cheat, the less you trust. You can't have the ability to trust no woman if you getting a lot of dead end pussy.
Yeah.
That's cul-de-sac pussy, nigga.
So what you saying is all these chicks with trust issues, all of them cheating.
No, I ain't saying they all cheat. I'm saying
the chicks with trust issues.
Listen.
Okay, the more you cheat,
the more as you cheat as a nigga.
The more you cheat, the less you trust.
The more you looking over your shoulder now, like,
because you can't trust.
Right,
you know what I'm
that
saying?
is true.
Yeah, so guess what? Because at the end of the day, nigga, listen.
I trust too much.
You posted. The truth of the matter is, homie, if you can't be loyal, don't be in a relationship.
That is true. It's like, why
stop playing,
I
bro.
agree with it. Why give her some false hope?
Because if I cheat on, say if you married and you got a girl, once you cheat on her, guess what you are? You're an actor in a stage play. You done turned your whole house in to a set production. You playing the role of a husband, but in reality, you really a lousy ass nigga. And then you got your wife playing the role of a wife, but the world looking at her like she's a dumb bitch. So you done jumped into the thing of fuckery. You done turned your whole motherfucking your whole motherfucking house then turned into a casting call.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get mad when she catch you. That's why when a man cheat on his wife and he get caught, you should give her everything.
I don't know if I agree with that.
You should give her everything.
If you got caught?
Because guess why?
What do you mean, like in a divorce settlement?
No, you should just fucking give her, because I'm going to tell you why, right?
Mm.
If I leave my wife today, she can have everything. I don't give a fuck. You know why? In my lifetime, right? I done had 3 houses, 15 apartments, and 1,000 of her, 100 of her. You know what I mean? So everything that I got come from me and come out of me, out of my gift, my hustle, my grind. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, she can have all that. That's like you create a garden with your wife, right? Yeah, you create a garden, right? But guess what? I tell my wife all the time, bitch, don't water the garden, water the roots. I'm the root, bitch. So whenever you feel you can go, take this bundle of the gardens, and you should want to give it to her, because guess what? If you come back in 5 years, the flower's gonna be dead, and you're gonna have a whole nother everything anyway, because that's you. You a man. You create, nigga. You gonna get it.
Oh, you saying you gonna get it? You gonna get it back?
You gonna get it back. You should give it to her, because it's really nothing in the big. Most niggas who try to hold on to shit, they on their feelings. Man, that shit is goofy. Let that bitch have that shit because you played her. You know what I'm saying? Even if she played you, you picked the wrong bitch. Nigga, take the loss. Let it go.
So basically, you can have the fruit because I got the root. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's
you know what I mean?
You can have the fruit because he got the root. So
you the root, nigga, is coming out of you. You know what I'm saying? Everything you get is going to come out of you. You know what I mean? Give her that batch of nothing, nigga. Look, I look in the house and I see my wife. Sometimes I come in the house sometime and I don't want to come in the house. I just look it through the window. And I say, I just kind of stare at the window because you know what? You can't appreciate motherfucker all like this up on you all the time. Get on me. But you appreciate it. Like when me and my wife go on a date, we never ride together. I'm like, I'm picking a date night. She okay, cool. So I'll tell her or she'll tell me, we going to tell me where it's at. You know what I mean? So we always go on a date. I meet her there. Sometimes we'll know between 8, 9, whatever the time is. We have a half an hour window span because I want to watch her from afar. I want to see her in her essence. I don't know what she look like. I don't know what she got on. I just found out the restaurant. I want to see niggas flirting, buy her drinks because she need to know everything a nigga told her. I already told her. You see what I'm saying? She needs to see me when I walk up looking like a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? So when I pull up on her, you know what I'm saying? And I meet you back at the house. What time you getting there? I don't know. You know what I mean? And it's excitement. Niggas just gotta do that. You know what I mean?
That's like the bitch you had. I walk behind her and catch the compliment.
Yeah, let her catch the compliment.
That nigga doing good for himself.
10 feet in front of me. Let her, let her walk behind and just catch the compliments. You know what I mean? Because a nigga that's too up on her, you doing something wrong, nigga. I got a joke where I say, nigga, when I walk in the house, I said, I used to walk in the house and every night I hide my phone in different places, right? I said, the bad part is I live by myself. You know what I'm saying? That's paranoia, nigga. And that come when you a cheater, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you really at a dead end. You in cul-de-sac. You ain't going nowhere. You're just running from one end to another end. And what men fuck up at, do you know how powerful a woman is? Nigga, if you know how powerful a woman is, you would leave her the fuck alone. Let me tell you how powerful a woman is. When I was young, you don't know. But guess what a woman can do, nigga? A woman could turn fucking into a family. Fun into funds. She could have the baby. She could abort the baby. She could get a baby up. She could pick any nigga in this room and make that nigga prove his innocence. So he guilty first and prove your innocence is not yours. You don't play with no woman like that. She could destroy you. She can make up lies on you. And the system is designed where she gonna make a lot of money being a victim. As a black man, nigga, you only lucrative as the villain. They ain't got no helpiniggaout.com, throwingniggasomething.com. Nigga doing bad. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, nigga. You playing with fire, nigga. You playing with these, and now all these females is running around here, you know, hurt, and you playing them and you slicking them out some pussy. Man, I would never cheat on my wife. But if I did cheat on my wife, I'm gonna go buy some pussy. Ask me why.
Fair.
Because she gonna leave. Because she gonna leave.
No, fuck it, her leaving. You know why I'm buying some pussy?
Contract.
Because I don't want no pussy that don't come with no receipt. And all you niggas is not buying pussy, you slicking and playing that bitch. Guess what, nigga? One day you gonna run into a bitch because you handed her a check that your ass ain't gonna be able to cash. Nigga, it's not gonna pay. You playing with fire, nigga. Yeah. And somewhere down the line, you're gonna get caught up. Right. And these women get slicker, they get smarter, they more hurt, they more angry, and nigga, they gonna get you, nigga. And when they coming to get you, they gonna fuck you up. You gotta leave these, just stop. So when you learn how to be a good dude, you're gonna have no problems. You know what I'm saying? And if you got daughters, nigga, you got the sins of a father is a motherfucker. Nigga, until your daughter start getting slapped around and do it, nigga, you better be careful. That shit will come back. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then you just don't, you know, consequences is a motherfucker. So if you just be good, you ain't gotta have no problems.
Yeah.
So you ain't a trick. You a spiritual advisor.
Yeah, I ain't know how to be a spiritual advisor. I ain't doing nothing. I'm not. I just don't, because it's peace. This how peaceful I am, nigga. I went to the gym the other day. I said, damn, my phone is dead. I said, let me use your phone. You take mine. You know what I mean? That's another level, nigga. You know how much paranoid and evil and dust niggas keep on their phone?
Yeah.
You keep this is you walking around with your relationship, your whole, you got a trash mindset.
Password away.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So once you clean yourself up, it'll change the perspective of your comedy. That's
all right,
why.
so wait, I'm just you going so fast.
Deep,
so
shit deep, huh?
Yes, it's very deep. I'm appreciating this conversation. You said clean yourself up. You cleaned yourself up by having daughters, or is it part of losing your sister? What made Scruncho clean himself up?
Because no man or no woman can make a man clean himself up. You know what I'm saying? Here go how God works. Sometimes it's not what you go through, it's what you get through. But sometimes when you get to where you got as a man and you want what God got for you, guess what he'll do? He'll turn you around and all the shit that you got through, he'll take you back through what you got through to get to what he got for you. And it's two things you're going to have to face: consequences and karma.
Inescapable.
I'm going to tell you something funny, right? So when God turned me around and I had to go face my karma and consequences, first I had my consequences, right? Which was my older daughter's mother. Perfect lady, sweet, gorgeous. She looked like Thelma from Good Times. Bad, sweet. I had her since we was young, years in the game. Now my daughter's beautiful just like her. And I just love bitches and money. You know what I'm saying? So nigga, I had bitches and money. And one day I got tired of I said, I'm tired of cheating on you. I'm gonna give you all this shit and I'm leaving. You know what I mean? Take the car, take everything. I'm just gonna take the vet and I'm gonna just do me. She said, if you tired of cheating on me, just stop cheating. Why you gotta come here and tell me you cheating? You know what I mean? She said, but you wanna be out there? Go out there, right? So out there, I did everything I had to do. Look how God tricked me. He said, she gets sick, she in the hospital, right? 12 years later, 13, she in the hospital. Coma. I said, what? Angie in the coma. So I go back, right? Now, the whole time I'm thinking my life is going good. I think I just did How High. Nigga, I got the beds at the condo. Nigga, I got chips. I'm flipping money, making money. And at the time, I was still hustling. I'm still going out. I was doing shows just to go sell weed. You know what I mean? I go to New York, drop off 50 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I was raw. So I'm on top of my ignorance. So I go back to the hospital. You know what I mean? And I'm praying over her. She come out the coma. I stay there with her the whole time. And we talking and hugging and washing her feet. And I said, my family back, right? So, no, she already released from the hospital. And I'm hugging her and everything. And I say, all right, doctor released you at 12. I'm coming to get you at 10:30. She said, no, that's okay. My boyfriend coming to get me, right? So I'm like, well, bitch, why the fuck would you tell me you got a motherfucking boyfriend? Guess what she said? Anthony, all the bitches you had, how many you told me about? That ain't the cold part, right? Here go my Remy Ma moment come in at. My whole life, I always thought, here go what every man gonna win, right? When it comes to a woman. No matter how amazing you think the woman you love is, 9 times out of 10, she gonna level down before she level up. Cause I thought my ex-wife was gonna get a doctor, a lawyer. I'm thinking her boyfriend is this amazing dude. Man, when that nigga walked in the room, I couldn't believe it. She had a nigga look like he was straight out of Boys in the Hood, right? I was so mad, right?
Wow.
But you know what I wanted to ask that nigga more than anything?
What's that?
Where you get that Jerry curl from? I swear to God, this nigga was dripping. Nigga, this guy with a Jerry curl. And then the nigga said the gangster shit you could ever say to a nigga. So I kind of like, I'm kind of on my feelings. He said, what's happening? He said, check this out on me. This nigga even took cold his line. He said, hold on, my nigga, check this out. I said, what's happening, homie? He said, well, check this out, homie. You a real nigga like I'm a real nigga, right? He said, why you mad at me? I don't even know you.
Wow.
He said, I don't even know you.
Wow.
But he is so cold when he said, check this out. If she want to be with you, nigga, I'm finna walk out right now. Nigga, you can have her. He said, you love her. I don't. You should be with her.
Wow.
She said, no, I don't want to be with him. I want to be with you. He said, see, I told you. You know what I mean? And nigga, that's the first time I just manned up and took it, right? And I heard God say, I didn't send you back to be her knight in shining armor. I sent you back to give her closure. That was my consequences. And then guess what I ran into after that? My karma. She was a beautiful piece of nothing. Trash. But guess what? I'm not even mad because she was trash, right? Because if any man that messed with a woman as trash as she was, had to be more trash than her. I'm not mad because she was trash. I'm mad because the bitch out trashed me. Dang it. I'm fucking everybody outside. She fucking everybody inside the circle.
So the best of us.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Out trash me.
Yeah.
Out trash me.
Come on,
That's
man.
hilarious, bro.
So once I got through that and then got released from that, because that was a Huckleberry spirit, you know. Them little, I seen every comedian in the business. We all go through that one little consequences type bitch, you know. They don't know it's their consequences, but we always have that one little troublesome bitch that we have, right? Then I got through that. Then I said, man, finally I got to what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And when I was looking for my wife, I was never looking for her. I didn't give a fuck about no looks. I was looking for, you know, when I learned how to be a husband, I didn't know. I was surrounded by hustler players and lousy ass niggas. So I didn't know how to be no motherfucking husband. So I started studying husbands. So I started hanging out with them. I started watching their behavior. I started looking what a good wife looked like. Because when I asked God, I wanted a wife, you know what he told me? He said, deny your flesh. I'm like, what did he just say to me? You know what I mean? What you say? You know what I mean? But the reason he said it, not because he was trying to punish me, because when I denied my flesh, I started having clarity. I started seeing different. I started looking at females different. You know what I mean? What was once desirable was nothing to me. You know what I mean? Because I know what I wanted. You know what I mean? Looks wasn't even in the equation. You know what I mean? But God is so dope. He just blessed me with a beautiful wife. But I didn't care if she was beautiful or not. I was looking for something more. You know what I mean? And once you get to that level, then come on, homie. Then you get to the money. That's when every prosperity started coming. Yeah. Because you got to remember this. Listen, homie, you can never really complete yourself as a man spiritually if you don't have a wife. Because the Bible say you need that rib to complete yourself. Because a wife really is a sacrifice to God to say, look, I did it, Lord. I completed myself. Because remember, the world in America, was not built on hustlers and players and independent bitches. You know what I'm saying? It was built on marriages. And guess what? The minute I got married, that's how you go online. That's how I won the beef with TK. You know what I mean? Because TK and Vlad, Vlad a powerful internet nigga. He got behind TK and said, I snuck up on a nigga with a pipe. The whole world believed him. I didn't have no proof. You know what I'm saying? That's where Reggie Carroll came in. All of LA, that's why I don't give a fuck about where I'm from, nigga. Because all the niggas from LA that was there at the Laugh Factory that night when I did what I did, not one of them niggas came up and backed me up and stood up and rolled and whooped me and went down with me. Guess who it was? A DC nigga and a Baltimore nigga. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Mark Prince and motherfucking Reggie Carroll was like, nah, nigga, TK, your nigga hit you with no pipe, nigga. He on the internet. I was right there, yo. That my brother walked up on him, said, what's up, my nigga? He hit that nigga, and TK broke. And then when he hit him, you know what I'm saying? I told him that's, you know, he could have stomped him. He didn't do nothing. And I told my brother, dog, I got it. And he helped TK up, and he said, I got you, bro. And he said, dude, Scruncho. You know, I said, I got it. Then Mark Prince said his story. All my LA niggas, they didn't say nothing. And I thought, I love them. I ain't holding it against them. I don't fuck with niggas who put my character over their brand. They put their brand over my character. That bothered me, nigga. I don't never put my brand over my character. Cause your brand, nigga, that shit they gonna destroy that when the fuck they want to.
Yeah.
But your character, you gotta die with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's right.
Damn, that's real.
I want a quick question for you. I saw you at the comedy maybe like 10 years ago now. And it's a question about your comedy in general, about how you got your voice and how you determined how you wanted to go about it. The night I saw you, you was the last person to go up, and you just put the mic down on the stool and just talk to the audience. Yeah. And it was like really commanding. And I was like, damn, what a clever approach. I mean, I'm sure you did it before, but when you did it, I was just like, man, this dude got his voice down. Where did you find your voice at when you started to come to make you go, this is me and this is how I want to do shit? Man, you know what I learned? My daddy had a strong presence. And my presence was already strong. And it's, you know, and when you, sometimes it's intimidating, you know what I mean? But I learned when you don't want the audience to hear your jokes. You want them to see your heart. And if they can see you and feel you, it don't really matter what you say. You know what I mean? But a lot of people they get so arrogant, they get so cocky, and they, you know, everybody be under the influence of some, and nobody's sober. So they more focus on the cocaine or whatever the fuck they doing, and then they tarnishing their gift because you can't grow. That's why you see niggas they'll only go as high as they get. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when you get it out the mud, you know what I mean, you can keep elevating yourself because it's raw. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I always tell niggas I'm the best at what I do because of what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? I've been shot, stabbed, robbed, prison, YA, kidnapped, nigga, been in robberies, nigga. Man, I did everything. You know what I'm saying? And when I did it, it was a time when I was just like, I wasn't even that guy. It was niggas walking around. It was a time, nigga, I can't let you in the car, man. I got two niggas back there. It's stinking. They tell you it's stinking. You know what I mean? They got bodies in the trunk, nigga. But they won't let you get in that car. No, leave that car alone. It's stinking. It's hot. You know what I mean? Nigga, I come from that. I've been to over 200 funerals, nigga. I've been to so many funerals, I don't know who dead and alive. I hate history. I keep looking forward because I look back, the devil hustle history. You see how niggas get in the car right now? They going back in history destroying niggas' presence. Ain't that something? Yeah, that's what social media did. Nigga ain't nobody safe. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to know. And then the sad part about it, it's nobody safe. Because one thing about all our grandmamas and all our mamas, right?
they all done sucked a dick before, right? But there's no proof, you know what I'm saying? There's no history, nobody talking about that. You know what I mean? Because all we know is with their Bible and they little lady, that's my mama, you know what I mean? Mama got 8 kids, mama was doing some freaking, you know what I'm saying? But you don't look at it like that. But now, it ain't like that. Now they go back and they'll make your presence, your past, your presence, and destroy your future. Nigga, that's diabolical. You know what I'm saying? So I try to, God got everything in front of you. You know what I mean? Every time you fuck with your history, you should be very careful. Because that motherfucker is not your friend. And that motherfucker is going to try to destroy your ass. You know what I'm saying? And you reach back there, nigga, leave it alone. Nigga, don't fuck with nothing in the past. I leave that shit alone. And you can tell the signs is when you go to fuck with somebody in your past and they telling you about, you know, yeah, nigga, I remember that time I knew when you, if they got all that bitter shit to remind you of, man, get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? When niggas tell you, remember that time we did it? You know, that's kind of cool. You remember this there, you know what I mean? But be careful when you go back there, because, you know, the motherfuckers ain't there. I got a joke where I wrote about my grandson, right? So I told you know, like women destroy you. They turn fucking into a family. So I took accountability. I took care of my son, right? So when he got 16, I heard him over there talking about fucking bitches. I said, we ain't doing that, bro. I said, I want you to know right now, my nigga, if you go down that route, just understand there's no law against me being a deadbeat granddaddy.
Ain't no law against that.
He go the funny part, right? So he thought I was bullshitting 15 years later, right? So he got this cute little heavy set Mexican wife, you know what I mean? So I got all these little cute little Mexican grandbabies, right? So my oldest grandson, you know, I fuck with my grandkids, but nigga, you can't tell me when to fuck with them. I don't move like that. You know, that was you and her decision, nigga. You know what I mean? I fuck with them only on my term, you know what I mean? So my grandson called me talking about, hey, Paw, I hear my son in the back talking, yeah, see if Paw watch you, see if he'll babysit you, right? Trying to play it, right? So my grandson talking, hey, Paw. I say, hey, cuz, don't call me no motherfucking Paw, nigga. I said, nigga, don't call me no motherfucking Paw, nigga. He said, what you want me to call you? I said, call me tomorrow. I got something. Call me tomorrow. I got something to do tonight, nigga. Just click. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of, when you start clearing your mind, because right now, if your mind in a trash place, all your content gonna be trash. You talking from everybody else trash content. You know what I mean? So when you change your mindset, change your location, you're gonna also change your location in your mind. And then you're gonna be you'll be reaching from a different place. And then it's gonna be more funnier because it's gonna be authentic because it's love included. You know what I mean? You know, so now that's why, nigga, because when I talk to nigga, like, nigga, I see your brother, right? And I tried to joke and the shit didn't work. And you know, but when shit don't work, you gotta say, I'm sorry. You gotta take accountability in. You know what I mean? But I want to have a dialect with him. You know what I mean? Cause I shook his hand. I said, man, I love you. I said, man, I'm gonna shake your hand, but I don't like your comedy, right? But if I said, when it comes to funny, he on a Mount Rushmore of funny. That nigga's right there with all them niggas. Chris, is Richard, is motherfucking Eddie. You know what I mean? He that nigga. I never disrespect a nigga talent. You know what I mean? Even with Gary. Gary is talent. I don't like his perspective. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I want to have a dialect with Chris because I was like, we totally opposite. You know what I mean? You know, you love African Americans and can't stand niggas. I love niggas and can't stand African Americans. You know what I'm saying? I hate African Americans. Those niggas is awful because they got African. That's why I don't like niggas that golf. Them niggas all trying to be accepted. They love trying to impress whitey. They like that white acceptance. You know what I mean? And they got a privileged like mindset. And then when a nigga, and then see them the type of niggas when you walking down the street with them and they see a bum ass nigga, they want to explain them. Look at this nigga, pull up his goddamn pants, run around here. This kind of nigga, that type of nigga, right? A white boy, you walking down the street with your white friend, he see a bum ass white man, he act like the nigga don't even exist. Yeah, so I'm going to the deer, act like the nigga don't even exist. But a nigga always feel like he gotta explain our niggas to this nigga, which make you worse than the nigga you trying to explain.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So nigga, you gotta
clear, loud and clear. Bro.
Yeah, you gotta.
But why do you think that is? Why do you think he taps the guy and says, "Look at this guy right here"?
He want to be accepted.
White validation.
See, because niggas love.
Oh, he's tapping a white guy saying, "Look at this."
He want to explain it to the white guy.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But white guys see a white guy all fucked up, they act like he don't exist. Yeah, I'm just over here to the gym. You don't even acknowledge the motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I mean? So these safe ass niggas, man, they got that money and that rich face. These niggas are awful. You should see the way they act on the golf course when they get together. You know what I mean? I seen Samuel Jackson one time, right? My mama's favorite actor. I ain't gonna lie, my favorite actor too, right? I'm so motherfucking excited. I see him. I want to get some money off tour. So I'm gonna change my mentality because of my location. You know what I mean? I'm kind of, sagging a little bit, dipping. You know what I'm saying? I see Samuel Jackson. I swear to God, I would never make this up. This nigga seen me and he went and turned into the nigga from Django.
Wow.
I swear to God. Hey, listen. Hey, Tom, listen. The nigga said, fuck wrong with you, nigga? Pull your goddamn pants up. So immediately, my feelings are hurt. But that's Samuel Jackson. Out of respect, I had to pull him up and do what he said because immediately I'm thinking, I can't do, if I slap shit out of Samuel Jackson, I already know my mama cut me the fucking loose. Right? I know I ain't never coming. I'm getting banned for life by mama. You know what I mean? So I pulled my pants up and I want to get back in his good grace. Say, yeah, nigga, walk around here, man. Come on, man. What the fuck? I said, I only pulled him up because you remind me so much of my uncle. He said, who the fuck is your uncle? I said, Uncle Tom, you coon ass.
Oh, shit.
That would be Sambo, but go ahead.
Uncle Tom, Uncle Sambo.
What did, how, you didn't say it. You said you was in prison. How long were you in prison?
4 years.
What did 4 years of prison teach you that you didn't learn anywhere else in the world?
Man, when I went to prison, right, I had a big homie in there, and they called me up. I was only on level 2, right? It's a level 4 yard. So I think it was Soledad or whatever. So they called me up referring me to the, so my big homie is in there. So he coming in, you know what I mean? He looking at me. So I'm like, what's up, my nigga? Now, I got a homie named Roscoe Tafuka, right? Park Village Crip, Samoan. They wouldn't even let the nigga out of prison till his arms got down to 25, 27.
From
right?
what?
The nigga was like, he said the booyah trial, long ass braids, right? Yeah. And he seen me. We knew each other from 6th grade, you know what I mean? When we was in elementary. And he just started crying. He said, what you doing, my nigga? I said, what's the mean? I said, why you here? He said, Scruncho, your comic view, come on, nigga. We all get excited when we see that nigga. I be telling everybody, that's my nigga. We all love you, nigga. You the only nigga. We root for you. You don't supposed to be here. He said, you're going to be good this time. He said, but nigga, you come back, man, I'm not never speaking to you. He said, and you a talent. Hustle that, nigga. You don't need that shit. You talented, nigga. You funny. Hustle your talent, man. Don't do that. You know what I mean? And that changed me a lot. You know what I mean? Because it challenged me. You know what I mean? Because I was doing comedy because Mike was giving me, he wouldn't really give me no money on the road, and so he'd give me $1,000, $1,500, some goofy shit. So I had to get it out the mud. So I go, dump a couple of £100, you know what I mean? And I was getting the motherfuckers for a little bit of nothing. I go into the East Coast, nigga. I done tripled my money. You know what I'm saying? So
might have been the nigga that called called me and my boy back when we was hustling little weed back in college.
Nigga, I was always on my grind. So, you know, to go cold turkey, that's when me and Reggie was close, because me and Reggie was like the $500 nigga. So when we get dropped off in the mud, we be, you know, niggas be, you know, ain't nothing worse than being broken, semi-famous, you know, hood famous, you know what I'm saying? You know, because we potentially still hit a lick, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, so nigga, I got that $5, I need the $5. We was borrowing, we'd give each other $500 so much that we didn't know who owed who. You know what I'm saying? And one time, this is something I knew, this one time the nigga made me cry. I said, nigga, I need that $5. He said, nigga, I only got $3. You know what I'm saying? He said, but I'm finna go get some money in about another couple hours. Give me a couple hours, nigga. And then, cause I'm in the mud too. He said, I only got $3. He said, give me a couple hours, nigga. When the check come through, I got you. As soon as I hung up the phone, my cash app hit, and he gave me $150 of that $300. And that fucked me up, nigga. You know what I mean? Because it was effortless. You know what I mean? He always looked out for me like that. One time he called me. He said, hey, man, you know this nigga right here? I said, who the fuck is that? The nigga speaking bad on your name. What you want me to do? Yo, tell me right now. I'm going to slap the shit out this nigga. What, you want me to choke this nigga out? What you want me to do? I said, he said, apologize, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It was a big nigga. He had a gun on that nigga. So I pistol whip this nigga right now. You don't play with these niggas. And I love that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't make niggas like that no more. You know what I mean? So when Reggie got killed and that shit happened in the house, nigga, it need to make sense. I'm a street nigga. Why Cat gotta say something? Dude, you know, when that shit happened in that motherfucking house, it's a nigga from Compton, and it's a nigga from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Now, when I talk to Reggie, he talk about that Compton nigga in a joyful way. He loved that nigga. I'm not gonna believe that nigga killed Reggie, because he didn't talk about nobody on tour except Slim. You know what I mean? He loved that nigga. I don't believe that nigga killed Reggie. You know what I mean? So I want to know who did it. And so if he didn't do it, my question is this: if a nigga get killed in my house and one of you niggas shoot that nigga, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna call an ambulance. And when the motherfucking police come, I'm gonna say, listen, man, I'm in the room asleep. I heard a gunshot. I came out, I seen my partner laying on the ground. I don't know who was who. I don't know who was here. You know what I mean? Be so much traffic in here. Y'all gotta figure that out. I'm not a detective. You know what I mean? But I want to make sure my partner, and that's that. You know what I mean? Why you not there, nigga? Where is you? And what the fuck is a Compton nigga and a motherfucking Baltimore nigga doing in goddamn Mississippi, the Beverly Hills of Mississippi, and you not there? But your phone is there. You know what I mean? Did you do it, nigga? Because if you didn't do it, why you not speaking? Because the only time you not speaking, if a lawyer told you to shut the fuck up and don't say nothing. Now you up under somebody else. You not moving like that, homie. That don't matter. Was there something on your hands? Because if Slim didn't do it, it's going to come out because the nigga's 6'8". You know what I mean? So the trajectories of the bullet not going to add up. You know what I'm saying? If there's no residue, it's backfire with a gun. If there's no gunpowder on his hand, then that nigga took the charge to buy some time. Know what I mean? So time is going to tell, because we need you to speak. You know what I'm saying? You know, Red say he was in the Bahamas. That's another bad move. Because I know for a fact the nigga had caught a plane from Mississippi after Reggie was dead. So niggas is, man, so my mindset is like, look, bro, you gotta be, now that it got into some gangster shit. You know what I mean? It is at another level. So, man.
Question. What do you think true justice is in a situation like that? Because you're so close to Reggie. I mean, we all have our Reggie story.
I always said if it's two niggas that I'm glad on my team and was on Boogie team, I said Reggie and SCRUNCHO.
Man, that was my niggas.
I said them two niggas that I'm always glad I'm in good grace with.
Man, I love Boogie B, man, and I know how and what you went through is what I'm going through.
Yeah, with my sister.
That's a devastating loss.
Yeah.
Reggie was a nigga I talked to all the time, and his spirit and his energy, and niggas hated on him, not because he wasn't funny, because you couldn't position that nigga.
Man, that cat told me some cold shit one time, man. I'm just like, why is he? Because I barely knew him. He's kind of like when I met you. He's like, it's all love.
Yeah.
We didn't have no negative. Like, I don't understand when someone that I love, people say negative shit about them, and I'm like, what did you do?
Man, Reggie the type of nigga. Oh, listen, man. We have our little periods when we broke, but man, sometimes we be up. You know what I'm saying? And we have money, like nigga, we be putting out our stacks of money. We like to just be ignorant sometimes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Look, nigga, we on. You know what I mean?
That nigga would pull out. That nigga would peel off hundreds like they
hundreds, man. Buy drinks to everybody. Man, that nigga was the most generous. And if he loved you, man, it was like no other love, man.
What he said, I got money longer than train smoke.
Yeah, and then they would call, and he would always protect people he had love for. You know what I'm saying? And we was like brothers, man. We talked all the time. That's why it's almost like I knew something, because Faison called me. Faison, hey, you talk to Reg? You know what I mean? Because Cat be beefing with Faison. So me and Reg, I was like, man, me and Reg was cool with Faison. But Cat beef with everybody, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know why. You know what I mean? But I always was rooting for Cat because he always go in on the rich face niggas. You know what I mean? So I respect it because rich face niggas really are that smile in your face and make a call behind your back, and you to be only nigga around the table don't be eating. They'll stop you from eating. These rich face niggas are like that. I'm gonna tell you what it's like what these niggas is like. It's like these niggas do something. It's almost like taking your child on Christmas Eve, setting them in the middle of Toys R Us, and saying all these toys is yours, but you can't leave the store with them. And you can't hand no toys outside the store. So everybody, all of us looking inside the Toys R Us like, damn, we can't get that. Damn, you can't get that. And they ain't got nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I respect the Wayans. You know what I'm saying? You know, even though I think Damon the only funniest nigga I like, I used to like Marley, but once you start talking about your mama pussy and daddy, that was disgusting. That was the lowest form of comedy I ever seen. Wow. Is when a nigga got on in his special, he talk about his mama wrinkle pussy and his daddy twisted dick. That was awful comedy. No disrespect to that nigga, but I mean all the disrespect to the world. You know what I mean? Nigga, that's awful. That's not even art of comedy. I turned off the TV. I didn't want to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? If that was my brother, man, that nigga would have got Molly Wop talking about my mama wrinkle pussy and my daddy bent it. That was terrible. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, cuz they let them do what they do. But Damon, that nigga genius.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His little son, genius. Keenan, genius. You know what I mean? The two brothers, love them two niggas. I love Marlon too. That's my nigga. I didn't like his last special, but I love his energy. I think the niggas are brilliant, fearless. You know what I'm saying? So I love the Wayans. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with the Rocks, but I only fuck with Tony. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I don't like Chris. I don't like his POV, and I don't like the way he treats you. And not saying that, he gotta treat you, but nigga, come on, nigga. You Chris motherfucking Rock, nigga. You can't do a tour with your brother. You know what I mean? I be telling listen, man, you gotta break bread, nigga. I don't respect niggas. It's cool. I don't know his situation.
I think it's coming.
I think he's gonna do a lot for you. But at the end of the day, I think but his funny is second to none. Nobody write a joke better than Chris motherfucking Rock. That nigga is the best storyteller, brilliant, as funny as, I might not agree with his point of view, but I'm damn sure not gonna disrespect his funny. The nigga is on the Mount Rushmore of comedy. You know what I'm saying? How he navigate outside of it, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? This nigga is right next to him, man. I want to see this nigga rock. This nigga, man, is elite. Nigga Tony is funny. You know what I'm saying? My wife love that nigga comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga is bona fide. Nigga, break your brother off, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm from that cloth, nigga. You know what I mean? If I make it tomorrow, nigga, me and my brother might not get along, but I gotta break our bread or I'm gonna get robbed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll rob me, nigga, which they should. You know what I mean? Why would I not want to break them niggas off? You know what I'm saying? You gotta put niggas in a position to win. That's how motherfucking Don Corleone, they tried to kill him because the nigga didn't want to share lawyers. He didn't want to share the judges. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you know, because I sell dope, you don't want to sell it, nigga, you gotta share the judges. You know what I mean? That's the guy who killed me, remember?
Yeah.
You know, it's just gangster principles that I live by, homie. You know what I mean? That's really biblical, which is biblical in the Bible.
So is that a discrepancy that you trying to live by gangster principles, but you have changed your life around?
No, because God principles are gangster.
This is true. You know, it's funny. My brother, I have two brothers that are Hebrew Israelites and one brother that's a Muslim.
Yeah.
And so they got various views on religion, very varied views on spirituality and the Most High, but they all in agreement on that. Like,
goddamn right. Do you really? Think about this. When them niggas was walking through Matthews and the disciples, did you realize the times they was walking in? They was walking in times when a nigga could scalp you from a mile away with a rock and a slingshot. They was coming in there pushing the line. Because what the definition of a gangster is, not a gangbanger, but a gangster.
Mm-hmm.
Gangsters is all around the world.
Right.
Every culture, every race got gangsters. And it's the definition of a gangster is a group of men who got their own set of rules and laws outside the laws of man that they live and die by. You know what I mean? And the number one rule to being a gangster is you gotta be fearless. That's it. And you gotta abide by the rules. And if you don't go by the rules, nigga, you gonna get disciplined. That's just the way it is. And that's all gangsters is. And when you go by a certain set of cultures in you, you know what I'm saying? You know, niggas could be super cool. Niggas, what the nigga just say to me? You know what I mean? and you know, like even me and TK, it wasn't, I never had a beef with TK. But when you say I hit you with a pipe, that was whole shit. Calling the police on me was whole shit. Getting niggas that out where I'm from trying to do something to me is whole shit. Technically speaking, he need to be disciplined right now. But I'm a comedian. I'm an artist. I'm an entertainer. You know what I mean? And that's a comic. I admire his art. And I learned from TK. So I have to make a decision. So I'm not that. So I can't go by them set of rules and, you know, but that's a side of me. You know what I mean? But I always got my eye on him. You know what I mean? Because I know him. You know what I mean? But we all got our eye on him. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I heard him on a couple of shows where it's still kind of hunting him. You know what I'm saying? But the nigga don't know I'm always protected by more than just God. You know what I mean? So nigga, you know, and you know when you make your list, your wheel, you know what I mean? Real niggas got 2 wheel lists. We got a wheel for the family, we got a wheel other niggas gonna go to. You know what I'm saying? So when I go, it's a list of niggas going with me. You see what I'm saying? That's another list that's already paid for, nigga. So I'm not going by myself. So nigga, any accidents happen to me, nigga, it's gonna be accidents happen to everybody. So I'm not moving like that, bro. So, but I'm not a shit starter, because shit starters don't last. They go all the time. You gotta leave people alone. You gotta say I'm sorry, say I'm wrong. You know what I mean? When my joke didn't work with Chris, I got on and I apologize. I'm sorry, because I love Chris Rock. I'm a fan of his brand, his accomplishments, his story, his talent. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts. You know what I mean? You know, but at the end of the day, you know, I'm a fan of Tony too. You know what I mean? But if people I'm not a fan of, I like Gary Owens personally. I don't like his comedy because it's not clever. It's cheating. You pumping up all the little broken black women. You want to pump them up and then embrace them and then throw them under the bus. What kind of shit is that? Now, I love white comics. Bill Burr is clever, brilliant. You know what I mean? Talk for the right of black people.
Thanks.
You know, it's some brilliant comics out there that I really do love. You know what I mean? I like Honest John. I like a lot of them, you know. But Gary, I ain't a fan of his, you know what I mean? I ain't a fan of him. And really, I ain't a fan of his comedy, but as a person, I don't think he a bad person. I think he a nice guy, this and that. But, you know, that's just who I am. But you know what I mean?
So we had Royale on, we had Bodacious on, we had every comic we have on. I'll make sure to get this question in. Give me your top 5 comedy specials. No particular order.
Man, I gotta say the Knockout Kings of Comedy because that's Reggie Carroll. You know what I mean? And people don't know it's on Tubi. It's the Knockout Kings of Comedy, but we didn't get no money off of it, right?
Who's on it?
Reggie.
Just you and Reggie?
Yeah, just me and Reggie. It's a bunch of just comics, but it's the Knockout Kings and Reggie on it. It's funny as motherfucker, right? And it's shot in a little dark room, you know what I mean? It looked like it was shot on an iPhone. But guess what? That motherfucker stayed number 1 on Tubi, nigga, for almost 12 weeks in a row.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we didn't get a dime off of it. You know what I mean? But MREC TV, they made Reggie a star. You know what I'm saying? So I love that out of, you know, but when it comes to the Mount Rushmore comedy, you know what I mean? Eddie, no particular order, you know what I'm saying? Rock, Eddie.
Special. What's specials?
I don't know which one it was, but I love his first because it was Raw.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I love Eddie Murphy.
No, his first special was Delirious.
Yeah, no, Eddie. No, I love when he was in the red.
That's Delirious. Delirious.
Delirious was when he was the Raws. I love Richard Pryor. I love the Saturday when he was in Long Beach.
Live on Saturday.
Live from Long Beach. Live from Long Beach.
Okay.
I love who else had a fire special? So Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Voodoo Child, Eddie Griffin. Eddie Griffin. Okay. That shit was she was fucking hilarious. George Carlin's had a couple of real special ones.
Yeah.
I love George Carlin. And who else that I can really think of probably Cat Williams, you know what I mean? Because when he was at his Raws, that was dope. But that was probably my top 5. And I love comedy though. But I don't watch a lot of black comedies. I usually watch, if I study, I watch Johnny Carson, Phyllis Diller, you know what I'm saying? Because I could tell people that watch greatness, they take greatness. You know what I mean? I could tell people who watch all Eddie Murphy shit. I could tell people who watch Mike Epps. I could tell you who watch Kevin Hart. You know what I mean? It's all these little, you know.
Yeah, I see a lot of Kev now. I see a lot of people doing Kev now.
It's annoying too.
Yeah. It's like too much Kev.
Kev is too much Kev, nigga. All of it. Kev is too much Kev.
So when you say a lot of people doing Kev, in what sense are you guys referring to?
Mannerisms.
I see mannerisms. I see pacing. I see the can't laughing at your own joke, making it seem like the joke's so funny you can't even tell it.
Yeah.
Wait, it's like,
all that.
I see.
You know what? And
you just see it. It's like an essence.
But the Paper Cut Boys are like that. Because the Paper Cut Boys left on tour.
Plastic Cut Boys.
Plastic. They paper now though. Because them niggas left Plastic Cut Boys and they came back just like Kev. I watched all of them. I said, niggas, they got all Kev. I seen David Raybon years ago going on tour with D.L. Hughley, and he came back acting like D.L. Hughley.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I seen Louis Bell going to a Mike Epps and came back acting like Mike Epps. You know what I mean? So I see niggas pick up. You could pick up niggas' beats. That's why when you on the road with niggas, you gotta be careful. You know, you can't watch these niggas, man, because you'll start mimicking and getting it. You know what I mean?
I don't watch a lot of.
I don't think I sound like Tony.
You far
I
from
think
that.
I sound like.
You way far from that, bro.
You sound like Kevin though.
Oh,
You got some Kevin mannerisms.
Hard?
Here's the thing. See, here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Yeah, but you'll pick up a lot, especially young comics.
I'll fucking with you.
It's hard for them not to take your mannerisms because
I mean, it's because when comics get in the game, they're always somebody else in the beginning.
Yeah.
When we get in the game, we're the comedians that we looked up to and the comedians that we saw because we didn't know what comedy was. We just know what we watch. And then eventually you find your own voice. Yeah. But you know, which is why I don't try not to watch too much comedy personally, because you don't want to subconsciously start doing that. You know what I mean?
Because doing the stuff that you like from somebody else.
Yeah.
Dave said something like, I hate watching my old comedy because I can hear who I'm trying to sound like.
Who said that?
Dave said that.
Nah, it's real.
Interview with Chris Spencer. I don't know.
Oh, wow, really?
TV. He's like, I hate watching my old stuff because I can see who I sound like.
I was always told be inspired by, but don't copy.
Yeah.
So I've always drawn inspiration, but I make sure I don't do what they do.
I try not to watch nothing. I try to stay completely. That's how I come on. I don't watch internet because it robs you of your ability to create. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You got to stay off of it. So I really train myself to kind of stay out the loop. And it kind of hurt me sometimes because my social media is trash. You know what I mean? My social media presence is trash. But I always believe that, you know, I only follow God. And God don't follow nobody. You know what I mean? And I hold God accountable. He said, man, trust in my talent, your talent, to create a way for you to eat. He never said that you trust in 200 million followers, you know what I mean? So I'm like, man, let me eat, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, but when I get on the stage, though, nigga, my style is impeccable. Like, plus I'm locking in, you know, I'm locking into this place. You know, the more you internally clean yourself out, man, it's going to change your whole comedy perspective, you know what I mean? It's just going to be a different energy. You know?
How did Tiffany come on as executive producer?
Me and Tiffany go back from the mud. Like when Tiffany was about 20 years old, you know what I mean? And she always had a little dust to her, you know what I mean? Like Dusty, Raw. And she like, yeah, me. And one time she's like, hey, big bro, my car broke down here. I said, where you at? You know what I mean? She said, you the only one I know that probably give me a tow truck. So at the time, she had a Geostorm.
The red Geostorm. Yeah, I remember that.
Didn't have no hubcaps on it. Looked like she's living out of the back. And it was just too ashy to wash. You know what I mean? And it was broke down. So I got it towed to Compton. My boy put a transmission in it. And I went to drop her off. And we going down Normandy. Got off on Slauson. We gonna bust a ride on Normandy. There was a lady at the bus stop. And she said, you know, it's my mama. I said, ain't your fucking mama. She said, yes, it is. I said, why we didn't pick her up? You know, mama, like, because she was. I said, nah, nigga, we don't pass our mamas. If that's your mama, nigga, let's go get her. She said, okay. So we picked moms up, put her in the house, took her in. Then I seen it, and it changed my perspective. I just had an argument with my daughter. You know what I mean? Like, you don't appreciate shit. And then I go see Tiffany, and I see her taking care of the whole house. You know what I mean? Car, family, walk the lady in the house, and you can see it look like a little girl was taking care of the house. And here go this girl, this big old pretty smile. You know what I mean? Shoes a little beat up. You know what I mean? Energetic. And she grinded. Then one time I went to do a show for her way out, and she was running the comedy store out there. Not the comedy store. Way out there. Could you come here in line? I'm out here. So I ride way out there to San Manuel, right? And she like, okay. And she tried to give me, okay, it's $150. I'm like, girl, you take 200, take it for yourself. So I started looking out for her because I know what she was going through. You know what I mean? She always, man, thank you. Then with her husband, when she was married, I spoke at her wedding. I'm like, look, bro, as long as she love you, we love you. You know what I mean? You know, nigga, do whatever you want to do, nigga, but just don't put your hands on. I was talking shit, you know what I mean? So I knew he was a sucker, you know what I mean? So I just been through with her through the I knew she was gonna make it, you know what I'm saying? So when I asked her to do it, she was like excited. She like, I love to do it for you. And that was just out of love, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we in a business where no grown person owe another grown person nothing. And her success is, you know, she only owe her family something. So for her to just embrace my brand and understand me, and it was dope. So yeah, that was big of her. You know?
Tell them when they can see it. Tell them what it's about.
Yeah, it's called All I Needed Was a Hug, and it's like a little ghetto love story between me and my baby sister about how siblings love. Plus, it's about being vulnerable, taking accountability. But I think most of all, it's probably for forgiveness, and it's learning to give what you're missing. You know, so all the stuff you talk about, somebody ain't doing for you, you got to do it for somebody. While you reaching up for people, reach down and help people. So I got a nonprofit called $1 billion worth of prayers. So what I do, I take $50 every day, out of my pocket, and on the weekend I take $100, and I walk around. I just hang out. A lot of times I go downtown LA, and everybody that asks me for some money, $1, I say I don't give away money, homie, but I sell you a prayer. You know what I mean? And I'll give them $1 and sell them a prayer. So my goal is to do $1 billion worth of prayers. You know what I mean? Because the problem is the world got so cold to death. The same things that used to make us cry is hilarious now. Like pain that become humiliation that become the new hilarious. You know, like everybody want to just, you know, the hood that turned into a goddamn safari. You know what I mean? Like I got triggered the other night. I'm coming out of Roscoe's. I see a white couple, I swear to God, nigga in front of Roscoe's hungry. And they treated the nigga like he was a gorilla or something. They going like this with the chicken. And the stupid nigga going, slap this chicken out there, man. Get the fuck out of here, my nigga. You know, don't treat my people like that. Nigga, that what the fuck? You know what I mean? I went there and bought the nigga dinner, but I want to slap this. So it did got like that, you know what I mean? To where, you know, our culture is more in on our culture, and it's more gangbanging in the industry than it is outside the industry. And between the fake real niggas and the gangbangers, nigga, as a black man, it's more honorable to get killed by the police. You know what I mean? You know? Because they shutting us down, because all the niggas that we think that we love and admire, their job is to keep us out. They intentionally not letting us in. You take all the top 10 black comedians in comedy right now, and you ask yourself why there are no circus, no comedy clubs that's black. And you can do little small clubs. Just imagine if each one of the big comedians, they could all get like 3 little outskirts comedy clubs that hold about 100 people, 150 people, right? All the comics would always have work. And we get about 20 or 30 of them clubs around at 100 people a show. And you just, instead of just having one big theater, do 4 shows. And then if you're a D-level comedian or E-level comedian, do 1 show, do 2 shows. But everybody working, and we could do a circuit. But for some reason, they rather buy the big mansions and the big Bentleys instead of creating, you know, avenues for everybody to work. You know what I mean? So, and that's kind of the way it is. It's like a dog-eat-dog world, you know? So you just gotta, I tell everybody, stay prayed up, man, and just, you know, and just be right and focus on love and God, not religion and people. Because religion and people, that's where you be judging, hating, mad. You'll lose your goddamn soul, fucking religion and people. You're going to be arguing all the time. You know what I mean?
All right, well, it's called Scruncho. All I needed was a hug. September 12th, 13th, 14th, the 19th, 20th, 21st, 26th, 27th, and 28th at the Mark Theater, 5144 Lancashire Boulevard.
Yeah,
North
and it's
Hollywood,
hosted by
California.
Stacey McClain and Chris Spencer.
Shout out Stacey McClain.
And
Stacey
executive
McClain.
produced by Tiffany Haddish. Yo, my brother, I haven't seen you in a minute, man. I was
I know,
glad to sit
man.
down and talk to you, bro.
Yeah.
You definitely seem like you're in a new headspace since the last time I saw you, bro.
Yeah, man, thank you.
I appreciate you coming out and talking to us.
And remember, it's your turn next time. Hey, man, we got this thing being told that we've been doing for about 20 years where we go in a club and we be like, whose turn is it? My turn. So I gotta buy his drinks all night. But he get it easy. He just be buying me Red Bulls all night. So I be going in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it wasn't always Red Bulls.
Yeah,
It wasn't always Red
he get me right, man. So we
Boy,
always.
yo, I forgot. Whose turn is it? I don't know. Is it your turn? It's my turn. Like,
Yeah,
let's
so
go.
we always got that little love for each other, man.
I appreciate
know.
you, my brother. Appreciate you, yo.
Hey, man, and congratulations on y'all. This is fire, man. You know what I mean? I was so excited. She asked me to be on there.
Shout out to Katrina.
I said, yeah,
man.
Katrina.
Yeah,
She plugged. That's my publicist.
Yeah.
And I want you to do. I said, man, I was on time and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let them know where you at.
This Saturday, catch me at Arundel Live in Hanover, Maryland on the You Know What It Is tour with Martin Lawrence. Then after that, I don't have anything for like October maybe. I don't know. So yeah, but see y'all there.
Hey, when do this air?
It's gonna drop on Thursday.
Thursday.
So I'll send you some links. And,
Oh, yeah. Okay, because I got a show Friday.
Oh, yeah. Let them know. Let them know.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me look. Pick up the flyer. I got a show at the in Temecula at the sports bar. It's 5. Man, Temecula be. Man, it'd be like 500 and 600 people showing up for shows out there. It packed this little place out. You got to do it.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's a sports bar, but it's bomb. It's like a big old sports bar.
I know
In Temecula. I mean, it's like, man, it's a big stage. I'm like, what? How many people in there? And last time we were there, man,
Who runs it?
I forgot, dude. A black dude. It's black owned, though.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
Yeah, and it's so cool because they so generous. I think it's a well off. Temecula, I think niggas have money out there because I be selling, my merchandise be selling good. Dude, I must have sold like 100 and some t-shirts, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a good place to be, man. So I'll be in Temecula this Friday. Me and Rod West and who is the other? Stacy. It's like Stacy Taylor. It's a whole West Coast show. So
I just saw the flyer earlier.
Fox Boogie.
Yeah.
Joe Feezy on everything, and next show is in Tulsa, Oklahoma for me on the 19th of September. 19th?
Mm-hmm.
19th and the 20th of September. And shout out to Oklahoma folks. Hopefully y'all can come out. We'll be talking more about it.
You should.
John Grimes off camera.
Oh, John Grimes, Mr. Tan Panda. I'm in DC this weekend. DC Improv with Mr. Tony Rock here. 6 shows. Pull up, DMV folks.
Oh, man.
DC this weekend. Where am I the weekend after that? That's Labor Day weekend. I'm actually off. I'm actually off for a weekend. Me and the kiddo are gonna go hang out, take a little quick vacation, and chill for a few days. And then it's Columbus, Ohio, Tulsa, Oklahoma. The Looney Bin. My first time ever performing in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I want to go see all of the murders that happened on First 48.
Man, yeah.
I want to go drive past the police precinct. I want to meet some of the detectives.
And you gotta go. You gotta drive past where they burnt the whole city.
Yeah, let's go say the Tulsa man.
I want to see that. I want to see that too. I want to see that too. I'm reluctant to see that because I know it's going to bring me a bunch of emotions. But I got to see where we tried to be self-sufficient and they thwarted our attempts. I got to go see that.
Tone, you ever think about you ain't married up?
No.
You think about getting married?
I'll give it some thought sometimes.
Man, he's excellent. I'm telling you, man. I'll try to.
Either that or be a spiritual advisor.
Hey, man, I be trying to tell everybody, but people don't want a pot of gold. They like a bunch of nothing. You know what I mean?
You got a pot of gold?
It's like a pot of gold when you get married because not just from your wife, but everything be opening up. You know what I mean? I be like, what the? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But like when you not married, you know what I mean? It's just like a bunch of dead end funds. Like, you know what I mean? But you ain't going nowhere.
Well, no, but since I had the baby, I'm my life is like.
Oh, I didn't know you had a baby. Congratulations.
Yeah, 5 years old, man.
Oh, man.
5 years old. That was who called. I had to take the phone call because he called.
Oh,
and
man.
you were saying pussy, so I was like, I got to walk out the room.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to be like, Dad, who that talking about what?
Yeah, man. You should do that,
5
man.
years old, man.
Yeah. Well, how you feel
ever.
about the baby mama? You still do you got love for her?
We cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got major love for her. She gave me my baby. I got major love for her.
You're a good dude. Like, once you really get in there, man, it be fly. Marriages is the flyest thing you can. I
believe that.
If you commit to it,
yeah.
And then once some spirits jump off you.
Look, I'll tell you this. I was at Quake's wedding last week, and I'm not joking. I'm like standing, and just the energy of the room and the emotions and everything. And I said to myself, like, yeah, I want to do this one day.
I'm next.
I was like, I want to do this one day.
You got to get it, man. I want to be
See how happy Quake was, and like family, everybody, his brothers was all teared up. I was like, man, I want to do this one day.
Yeah. It's going to be fly. It really is fly, man, because it's just a different realm, especially if you keep it fly. Like, you know, how you take your wife on a date, meet, you know what I'm saying, and separation. And we do all kind of little fly stuff.
That was like, we're going to have a whole nother episode about going to this, but that was another issue with me and my son's mother. Was like, I was working so much, I got away from that. I got away from that. So yeah, I mean, you know, something to revisit, something to
it's fly too, because plus once you just understand the spiritual dynamic behind it, and what you're doing for your little dude, you know what I mean. And once you see the rewards he gonna get out of it, because what's gonna happen, you'll see history start repeating itself, and then his mindset about women gonna be, you know what I mean. They're gonna be wanting to step on bitches. You know what I mean? He gonna be like, you know what I mean? Then the love and respect that he have for his mom, you're like, damn, nigga. You know what I mean? I seen that my sons. So now as I'm older and more mature, and I see the other half, cause I be talking about older kids, right? And they'll say shit that hurt my feelings. They don't even know it. They be like, "God, you know what I'm saying?" You're like, "My man, talking about graduation, we did that. We had so much fun. It was a fun little birthday. For real, what was I? Dad, you know you'll never be there." And I'm like, "What the fuck you mean?" You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because you do what you can, and you think you're doing a lot, but you missing out on so much. And then when they get older, you don't realize, nigga, that's what you feel. And it'll hurt you so much because it's a lot of gaps you missing because you won't commit. So most men that don't want to commit and complete themselves as men is because the desire of the world.
No, I never even heard it put like that. You said it's almost completion of yourself because it's your rib. I've never heard it put in that way. Because
when a man don't want to complete himself, that's because the lust of the world got him trapped. He love it so much and he think it's so much, but one day gonna realize it's nothing. And the real completion is that's when you really grow. You know what I'm saying? That's when it's internal spiritual growth. I'm telling you, man, I've been through
something to think about, man. Something to think about.
Yeah,
for Joe Fox too, don't just leave me out there. Joe Fox too.
You gotta
find another one.
Yeah, you gotta go back. You know what I mean? Because you had
go back to what?
No, you gotta not go back, but you got once you get married. Because right now, you got a men who not married. You got kind of see a hook up a spirit on y'all. You know what I mean? Because it's a spirit on y'all. Where nigga, why? You know what I'm saying? Like,
there is
why would I do that? You know what I mean?
Those nuggets, what you're talking about, that growth, that thing when it opens up. There is miss that, but unfortunately, you here.
Yeah.
Look, it's live from the green room, man.
Yo.
Charleston, Dad, I love you very much. Scrunch, appreciate you, brother.
Man,
thanks
y'all,
for sitting down
man.
talking with us. You definitely dropped some jewels. I'm sure that y'all gonna appreciate this episode, watching it back, and make sure you subscribe and like and share with your peoples and all that stuff. And we'll see y'all next time, yo. Live from the green room. Peace.
Peace.